had to bring the chairwoman here for this opportunity. I'm just wondering, you add 5. What's emboldening you and making you feel ever more confident to have a second revision to this map?
Well, we're listening to the American people, and all across the country, people are souring on the Republican agenda. Families are hurting in every corner of the country. It's hard to get by. There's no interest from Republicans in addressing the affordability issues that they're feeling across the country. You know, Republicans promised to lower costs on day one. Prices are skyrocketing, all because of actions of this administration and Republicans in Congress. People want representatives who are going to stand up for them. And so we have opportunities all across the country. And as you said, we added 5 more because there are 5 more opportunities we have to flip the House. So 44 in total on our offensive map. We need to net 3 to take back the gavels in November.
Yeah, it is a relatively small number, Chairwoman, and thank you for the warm welcome back. As we consider what you were just talking about here, the notion that Americans are hurting from a financial standpoint, this still seems to be an economy argument. You think you're on the side of winning. Is that true? Is it not a shift in the wind on immigration and ICE, for example, that you also are hoping to ride here?
You know, across the country, people are struggling and prices have skyrocketed. Food, housing, health care, child care, energy costs, all going up, and all going up because of actions of this administration. And they don't care. You heard the president talk about affordability as a hoax. You've heard him say that the economy is doing great, but the reason that people don't listen to that anymore is because that's not what they're feeling. That's not what they're seeing in their checkbook right now. So they need folks who are going to stand up for them. We have folks, incredible candidates running across the country, going to stand up, fight to make sure that American families are doing well, not just fight for the wealthy and well-connected. That seems to be the focus of Republicans. And, yes, fight for safety in our communities, fight for due process. All these issues are important. Affordability is what we're hearing from folks in every part of the country.
Congresswoman, you started talking about the fundamental reasons why you think these seats are in play, pointing to the economy. Of course, here you just mentioned immigration, add health care, price hiking, tariffs, to your point. I'm wondering about the technicals here. These new targets are all in districts that President Trump won by 13% or less. What brought you to that threshold? Was it internal polling or the anecdotal evidence you're pointing to?
Well, we look at all of these districts, specifically at what's happening on the ground in these districts. But yes, all of these districts, Trump won by 13 points or less. In special elections across the country, Democrats have been running 13 points ahead. And in congressional special elections, since November of 2024, Democrats have been running 17 points ahead across the country. But if you look at these districts specifically, I'll take Minnesota 1 as an example. Amy Klobuchar, Democratic senator there, has won in that district twice. We look kind of at these districts and we know that they have folks who want to stand up for them. And when we have great candidates running who are talking about the issues that matter, we can win. We had 14 Democrats win in districts that Donald Trump also won in 2024. Now that support for Trump has tanked. People are tired of Republicans who are not addressing the issues that matter for them, making their lives worse. So we have strong support across the country, great candidates, absolutely reason we'll take back the House in November.
Well, Congresswoman, as we consider the policies of President Trump, many of which, of course, do affect the economy, tariffs are one of those that may feature most prominently. We were just talking with your Republican colleague, Brian Steil of Wisconsin, about the now postponed procedural vote on a rule to advance the Speaker's effort to essentially put another block on calling snap votes to repeal President Trump's tariffs. It seems that there are some Republicans who, along with Democrats, would not like to see that go forward. What are you hearing from your colleagues across the aisle who are a bit hesitant around the president's tariff policy? Do you think the midterms are the reason why?
Well, let's be clear. Congress has the authority, and Congress needs to vote on these tariffs. It is just astounding that Republicans over and over again are even scared of taking a vote on this. Remember, this vote that we're having today is so they can avoid taking a vote on tariffs. And yet, that's our job as members of Congress, to vote on important issues. And this is an issue that Congress needs to weigh in on. If they think these tariffs are great, then they can vote yes and support Trump's sweeping tariffs that are raising prices across the country. But they don't even have the courage to stand up and just take a vote. They are hiding, and they're trying again through this vote today to hide again so they don't have to take a vote. That's another reason people across the country are souring on Republicans. They want representatives who are going to stand up for them. We should stand up as a co-equal branch in Congress. Take a vote. If you like those tariffs, they can vote yes, but I have been fighting against these sweeping tariffs. The president doesn't have this authority. And let's be clear, these are taxes on the American people. It's raising costs on families across the country.
We saw the response, Congresswoman, from Democratic leaders to the restrictions on ICE that Chuck Schumer and Hakeem Jeffries had been put forward. The response from the administration was clearly not acceptable. Are we going to watch the Department of Homeland Security shut down Friday night?
This is really up to Republicans. People across the country have been horrified by what they've seen all across the country. Renee Good and Alex Preddy being killed for no reason in Minneapolis. Horrific stories, not only in Minnesota, but in all parts of the country. Absolutely, people are demanding reforms. We are demanding reforms, too. There should be due process. There should be a rule of law. That's what the American people want to see. Republicans need to be listening to their constituents. They should be standing up as well. If they are willing to actually listen to their communities and do what their communities are asking for, then we would be able to find a path forward. But as we've seen in all things, they've been unwilling to do that over and over again. And now they're at risk